AAC's April webinar. My name is Anna Tubal, and I will be opening and closing this webinar. And if you have any questions or comments, please use the chat window, and we will then check out that window after this webinar and answer your questions, comments at latest after this webinar by email if you don't have time now. And without further ado, I want to welcome Eija. Please, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Anna. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the AAC webinar. The length of this webinar will be 15 minutes, so let's begin. Does everyone hear me okay? Good. The universe is changing and borders are softening between marketing and training activities. Today I will provide you 8 tips that you can do yourself by combining ideas from customer experience management and digital learning. I believe both bring good ingredients in creating a positive customer-centric culture. So let's start with the first tip. You need to do a lot of analyzing, and this is a fundamental rule both in CEM and digital learning. Start by drawing a map of your customer's entire journey with you and learn to understand who does what, when, and how. By doing this, you will get a good picture of your customer's actions, and you are then able to fulfill their needs even better in every channel. Let me give you an example. Now you are studying your website traffic and as a digital touchpoint, and as you are analyzing the search function, you will find out that the several customers search for product manuals or instructions on your site. Now you must fulfill their collective need by offering them the service using digital learning, for example, tutorial videos. Now service feels targeted and personal wow is one that adds up. I encourage you to make a plan and start building your own customer library. You know, customers are exploring reliable resources and knowledge all the time. So you must be out there showing your expertise and sharing it. For example, you have a customer extranet as a digital touchpoint for your customers to learn more from a respected source. Now build your extranet with passion and share education and case studies, maybe this training through webinars, analyst papers, white papers, maybe ebooks, technical documentation, videos of course, press releases, presentations, executive briefs, and data sheets with infographics. Share your voice with your customers. You need to listen to your customers a lot, and that is of course the one reason why we have the customer service functions. But that is not enough. You must analyze all the other touch points where there could be a possibility for your customers to be heard. And whether it is a phone call meeting or a seminar or a digital survey or social media touchpoint, you know, from human to human. For example, at McDonald's, customer feedback was collected in numerous ways. But when all the questions and concerns were gathered together, the company realized the amount of customer doubts of their food. Now they decided to answer honestly over 10,000 questions. A massive amount of digital learning material was produced, like educational videos, interviews, and cases. This material is not only available on their website, but standalones are used through applications and seminars to stimulate customer emotions. This is a good example of that you can't just preach to customers these things that you know are true. You must engage your customers so that they can come to learning and believe it. Integrity is one wow that adds up. Tip number 4. Make a plan for your digital learning content production. I recommend to produce light, fun, and easy to access mobile content and brand it well. By doing this, it starts building trust and it makes your customers to wait for your wisdom. But remember, if you publish a schedule or a rhythm, keep your promises. Kept promises is one vow that adds up. Digital learning content doesn't have to be about teaching how to use your products. For example, when you are arranging your customer event touchpoint, remember to pre-plan how to capture that energy. Film the best sessions, customer comments, breakout presentations, and edit them into a one educational video. And then send it to your customers or customers to be to showcase the event experience and share the knowledge. Still, most of the digital learning content is either tailored or produced in an ad hoc situation. I advise you to design timelessness, almost classic evergreens for your customers and customers to be. You will get the clues from your analytics and by knowing your customers' critical learning needs. I know it is an investment, so complete a template for effective production. Keep your brand consistency and create learning must-haves. And once you get going, don't stop there. For example, a law firm could produce evergreens from several niche areas, like competitive law online toolkit or how to file a lawsuit claim, even 11 steps. Many ideas. Connect to your customers with stories. This is my favorite one. Storify your webinars, blogs, and maybe even your safety learning or crisis communication. This way your customers get to learn from others in a powerful and compelling way. All the studies show that the message will stick better in your mind and that it creates that feeling toward the product and your company. Microsoft is a good example in making digital learning content about people. On their website Touchpoint, they tell all kinds of stories which you can listen. Why? Well, because they know it works. By listening to the story with the theme of helping others, some oxytocin will pump into your system and create a warm and fuzzy feelings towards this software company. Feelings is one vow that adds up. Then whatever business you are in or whatever brand you represent, be the best at it. Treat customers better than they expect is a one vow that adds up. We all know Disney and how they sell magic in vacation packages. Now, once you get to your location touchpoint, you can't be immune to that Disney magic. You start even craving for it. But before your trip, you might be skeptical. Now, with the help of a digital learning quiz, Disney activates the customers and asks well-designed questions on how customers want to experience the Disneyland. There is a customer promise also presented that through this quiz, Disney promises to learn the real customer value points and to fulfill customer needs even better on their first visit. And here is my last tip for you. Be patient. Now, is this doable? You know it must be, because connecting with customers doesn't happen overnight. This is naturally a strategic decision. Now, take some time here to evaluate what you could do maybe differently. Maybe you sell less exciting software or escalators. Think about how to visually tell your stories. or use images to enhance your learning content. Or maybe you need to choose a new angle to differentiate from your competitors, or make the video together with your customers. But make sure you feel the message of the video and then keep on building your brand. So here were my 8 doable tips. Know your customers' touch points, make a library of resources, hear them out, provide regularity, produce evergreens, connect with stories, add a little magic, and be patient. Now, if you value these tips, please innovate them further and put them into practice in your marketing and training efforts today, and especially at the key touch points. Remember that what you do counts. Now, with the help of Anna, we would like to ask you which one of these tips do you value the most?
Hello all, I will also squeeze into this picture. We have a short poll or survey here. I hope you can all see it. And if you would be so kind to choose what was, in your opinion, the most valuable tip for you. We will just take a few moments. Okay, there are activities going on. And at the moment, there seems to be more or less the top 3 forming on the library, stories, and on your customers' touch points. But it's living all the time with the percentage. So now we have 50% answers of you guys. And you can still keep answering until the end of the webinar. If Eija has still something to say, please do.
Okay. I like the connect with stories also. That's my favorite one. It's an old method, but it always keeps coming back. Now I think everyone has answered. So maybe Anna, we will show the result.
I hope you can see the end result.
Okay, we have at least Eija from our team there as a participant. Eija, can you now see the results? Can you write in the chat? Yes,
Okay.
yes, wonderful, thank you guys. Okay, so the leader of these tips was make a library of resources. I recommend you to go and see IBM's website. They are doing it fabulously. Then we have connect with stories and then provide regularity. Thank you all. Thank you, Anna, for this opportunity.
A few words from me as well. I want to thank you all for participating in our April webinar. And we will be sending you a really short feedback form just to see what you thought about today's topic and the webinar at itself. And I hope you can also participate to our last webinar of this spring. It's going to be held on the 28th of May at 10 o'clock. And it is going to be about why localization matters. And now I want to wish you all a really sunny and relaxing weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.